Hi, guys. I'm Karina.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Eric.
And welcome back to the L.A.T.E Podcast. The law according to Eric. All right. So I know we went silenced for a week, but my laptop died, guys. It literally died for a whole week. But to show you how committed we are, I got this laptop back probably like 3 hours ago, and we're already recording. So, we're committed to putting out a new episode as soon as we can. So.
And let me just say, it's not just the laptop dying, but if you can probably tell by my voice, I had a relapse of sickness.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as bad as the first one. Like, I wasn't out 2 weeks, but I was down like 3 days.
Yeah.
And we had a crazy case going on with a client we had these deadlines. So it was just a perfect storm of all these things happening. But I understand that we've broken the 700 mark.
Yes, 732.
And we're getting close, guys, to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Special, bird story at 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Josh will tell his famous Facebook story at 1,500.
Also, apologize to Josh because he was upset there was no episode last Friday.
I know.
As well.
I got all this hate from my own brother, like mad that we didn't have an episode drop Friday morning. But what we're going to do is we're going to post this episode today immediately after we finish recording and editing, and then we'll have another one for Friday, and we'll be hopefully back on our regular schedule going forward. And what I will commit to say to all of you out there, because we really do appreciate all the listens and ratings. I guess we got another 5-star rating.
Mm-hmm.
Really grateful. So I promise we will always make up those episodes and try to keep as much fresh content as we can.
All right. So this theme for this week, or I guess our first episode of the week, will be scammed. We've all been scammed, I feel like, a couple of times. So
it's going to be a humiliating episode, to be honest, to have to admit some of the scams that have been fallen for. But yeah, I know there's a lot of stories out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to put a bit of a legal spin on them.
Yeah.
I can tell you, and it's a true story. I had a friend back when I was in college who tried to do his own scam. He tried to put himself out like a doctor, he was like a doctor, but but after a short time, he lost his patience.
I saw that joke online. I saw that joke online. Okay.
I win.
I have two, and I'm trying to figure out which. I'll go with the second one.
All right.
So I watched a TikTok video about this guy warning people because he was scammed out of $15, right? He bought a Tiger Woods DVD titled My Favorite 18 Holes. He quickly found out it was about golf, and he wants to warn everyone else not to fall for that scam.
I thought it was going to be something like that. But...
I got nothing.
I won. Thank you very much.
No.
I won.
It wasn't even close.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll put it out to the audience.
Okay.
If the audience wants to send an email, info@EB Law Firm.
Okay.
Let's know once and for all which one won. And by the way, if my own brother doesn't email me, if that's it, no more episodes for you.
Do you want to hear the other one I had?
Okay, go ahead. I mean, it doesn't count though.
No, it doesn't count. What's the difference between a cult and a religion?
Probably the amount of money you spend. But
in a cult, there's a guy at the top that knows it's a scam. In religion, the guy's dead.
That was a better one.
That's great. I like that.
I didn't know how dark it was going to get,
I know. That was a good one. I know. I mean, the 5 evangelicals that we have listening aren't going to listen anymore, but I guess we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell my Trump joke?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So sometime in the future, preferably the near future, Donald Trump dies.
Right.
Goes to hell and immediately comes face to face with the devil.
Right.
Devil looks at him and says, Don, you absolutely, positively deserve to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But currently we have no space available.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to kick somebody out of hell to make room for you. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to these next 3 doors. I'm going to open each one. You look inside and you decide which one you want to take over. He says, okay, fair enough. So they go to the first door. They open it. Inside is Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
And Obama is jumping off a diving board into a pool, stays under the water for 10, 15 seconds, submerges or emerges, I should say, and has nothing, empty-handed.
Right.
Does it again, over and over. That's Obama's hell.
Mm-hmm.
Now Trump looks over at the devil and says, Satan, appreciate it, but honestly, I don't know how to swim. It's probably a bad one for me. I'll pass. I'll move on to the next one. Okay. So they go to door number 2, open the door, and inside is Al Gore. He's got a big sledgehammer, and he's hammering away at these big giant rocks.
Right.
And every time he breaks a rock, the rock reforms back to its original shape, and just over and over and over again. And this is Al Gore's hell.
Mm-hmm.
Trump looks over at the devil and says, Sadie, listen, I have a bum shoulder. This is probably not the right room for me. I'm going to pass. He says, okay, last one. So Donald opens the last door, and inside is Bill Clinton. And Bill Clinton is sitting back in his lazy boy chair, arms behind his head, and Monica Lewinsky is right there in front of him on her knees, doing what she does best. Donald looks at the devil and says, I can get behind this room. I'll take this one. The devil says, okay, no problem, Don. Monica, you're free to go. Thank you.
Just know all the Donald Trump fans will stop listening as well.
All two of them? That's like my brother-in-law or my sister-in-law.
I don't know he's going to hell.
Yeah, that's true. Even the Trump supporters know.
They know. You're right.
All right.
Okay, let's get started. First one would be, what would Eric do?
Okay.
Title is, Help. I was scammed and mobile deposited a check. What should I do? So basically what happened was someone texted me on Instagram saying they wanted to talk to me and have a regular conversation weekly for an allowance. I'm in college and I'm struggling without a job and I'm struggling to pay school. So of course, like a dumbass, I fell for it. I was very hesitant at first because something just seemed off. I didn't want to deposit it because I didn't want anything coming back on me. I kept in contact with the person, letting them know that shit is going downhill and basically that they blocked me after that. My bank put a hold on my account due to this and called me and told me I'm currently being investigated for fraudulent payments. The check was for $1,000. I was told I was going to get sent 2 more checks and I would have to send $2,500 to someone that I didn't know. Once they told me those things, I told them I wasn't going to deposit them because I don't know what will happen. They kept bugging me about depositing the checks mobile, so I only did one. I never spent anything or used it because it wasn't actually accepted into my account yet. I'm scared as hell because I don't want this to mess me up or to go to jail. How can I fix this and what should I do? Will I face jail time or no? I told my bank I didn't want the check and that it was a scam basically. She told me the account would still be closed until it's done being investigated. Help. By the way, I'm only 18 and also, once again, I have never spent anything that was sent to me. She basically fell for like a sugar daddy on Instagram.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You guys want to tackle this first?
I'm just confused. Why would she do jail time for falling for a scam?
Because she deposited that check into her account.
Like a fake check or a forged or something.
But isn't that on the person who gave you the check? Or are we all...
Can they track that person down? I mean, it's just some random Instagram account.
Yeah. I'm curious. Like, so if you think it's a good check in good faith, but it isn't. So you're personally responsible for the bad check?
Yes and no. So let me tell you, it's a good question. Okay. If indeed this person did not utilize any of those funds, not withdraw, the check will just be sent back as unpaid or whatever.
Okay.
If it's fraudulent, it may give them some static. Eventually she'll have to explain to the fraud, like the loss mitigation department, whatever, at her bank, what happened, and that she made sure she put a stop to it. What they will likely do, because the other side may get know where the account is now. Right. They might just change her account number. She won't lose anything. Normally,
I think she's just.
They might charge her a fee for the return check. She can probably dispute that since it wasn't, her. She fell for it. But that answer changes if she withdrew any of the money or spent it. Right. Even inadvertently, like even not knowing that it was a scam and really believing it was okay. If it overdraws her account, puts her in the negative, she may be responsible, especially if she withdrew the money and spent it. Some banks, like a credit card company, will credit her back maybe after they do their internal investigation. They're going to want to know what she spent it on. And if she just withdrew cash out of the ATM and went and blew it, she may be stuck with it. On the other hand, if all she did was say follow the instructions and issue a cashier's check back, and that's a common scam, by the way. I'll tell you one that's similar about a new job, like quote unquote, somebody applies for a fake job posting. Yeah. Right. I'll tell you about that one in a second. But generally, so legally speaking, if the question is, what would Eric do legally? I mean, if it's not my state, I don't know if it's not California, but if it is, I would really tell her probably nothing to worry about. Yeah. Now, if the check was $50,000, right, then it starts to get a little bit more sus, right? Like that, sus. But anyway, thank you. But otherwise, I would say she probably doesn't have much to worry about.
Yeah, stop falling for the sugar daddies, people. Stop. Eric actually messaged once back on my account once just for fun. But you can tell they're all, it's all the same scams, all the same thing they say. No one's going to give you the money just to talk to them, honestly. It's not. It's
almost disturbing that a college student would fall for something like that. Yeah. That's not to say that it's totally impossible, right? We can go back to our good friend Belle Delphine, and she made this ungodly fortune basically selling her own dirty bathwater. Yeah. And apparently lots of people were buying it.
People buy anything.
Well, that's what I mean. So I get where, if you're a young, impressionable woman, a college girl, 18, 19-year-old freshman, maybe from a small town, oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I read about all these girls making crazy money on OnlyFans or whatever. I could see where she might fall for that, but when you get like a random out of nowhere message from somebody you don't recognize with some weird anonymous name, offering to basically pay you to like be their friend online, do yourself a favor, smarten the fuck up. I mean, you got into college. I'm assuming you're, like for fuck's sake. I mean, how likely is that? I got to tell you a true story. Sorry. And honestly, so when my mom was alive, rest in peace, she was probably one of the few people that still had like AOL as her email, because, all right. And she really, in the later part of her life, she really only used it to play like her slot machine game. Like some Slingo, it was called Slingo, like slot machine bingo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big on Slingo. Anyway, she got one of those like Nigerian Prince emails, like I got like 50 million like waiting for you. And she kept calling me like, well, shouldn't I? I'm like, Ma, please. It's all a scam. It's bullshit. But she just didn't want to believe it,
Oh my God.
Eventually, I had to like involve my father, and he, Lynn, stop, But I could tell you honestly, like people, they write these really well sometimes, and they look legit. I had a client, not really a client. It was just a consultation, but basically somebody applied to a fake job posting online. Yeah. And it was like Craigslist or something.
Indeed has them.
They're
on Indeed now.
They're hard. I think Indeed is a little bit better, like filtering them. But maybe I don't know. Maybe
lately it's been really bad on there.
Yeah, but so what they'll do is they'll say, okay, we're gonna, you got hired. They do like a fake interview. We're gonna send you money to buy yourself a laptop and this and that. They send them and they're like, okay, withdraw the money. Wait, oh yeah, send it back to us. We're going to send it to you from a different account. Some BS. It ends up being a fake check. They want you to like withdraw it right away. That, by the way, that's the number one red flag on any of the scams when they send you anything. Yeah. First of all, money that you're not expecting, like out of the blue. But let's pretend like I live in the same fantasy world as some of these other people do, where they're going to get free money out of nowhere. At the very least, if they tell you deposit it and then wire it back to me the very next day, like when you get a meeting, no, that's the biggest red flag of all.
That's like the Zelle one, right?
Yes.
Where they Zelle you money and then they ask you to send it back.
Right. It was a fake Zelle anyway.
No, yeah. People are Zelling people like $5,000 and they're like, oh, sorry, it was a mistake. Like, send it back to us. Once you send it back, they basically get into your account. They take the money out. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't send it back?
Yeah, what happens if you don't? See, I saw a story like that. I just it wasn't that interesting, but he was basically saying that the guy, I guess, who sent to the company, after he was like, you know what, I'm not falling for your scams. Like, fuck you. The guy wrote like a fake like lawyer like letter like from a lawyer saying that like they needed to send the money back or they're going to take like action against him. Like, I was like, no, it's a scam. Like,
I have a real life case a long time ago where my client was scammed from some guy who first he was like supposedly like a film producer and a director, and he actually did have a couple of credits, like these low budget credits to his name. Right. He claimed to have some Peruvian gold bond from like the 1800s that when you calculate the interest that the country of Peru was supposed to pay on this bond to today, it's worth like $84 million. And my client and my client's father-in-law fell for it and ended up giving this guy like almost $100,000 over time. Because he kept saying, I got to insure the bond. I'm having it shipped and I got to get it appraised. And he even went so far as to fake a letter from like Transamerica Financial. But it was so obvious. Now, the worst part is my client wasn't American himself and didn't see it. When he brought me the letter, there were so many fucking typos and grammatical errors. Like immediately I knew this was written by the same idiot that was scamming him. But by then, you know, and we sued him. We got a judgment, but you know,
I know.
Good luck collecting.
Yeah, that's the number one telltale sign is misspellings.
Yeah.
Just people that do things in haste.
I know.
You know,
I know.
So, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Everybody's been hit at some point.
Yeah. All right. Next one is Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
Am I the asshole for calling my sister a dumbass after she fell for the Illuminati WhatsApp scam?
Totally different.
In case you're unaware, a bunch of scumbags in Cameroon who pretend to be a part of the Illuminati and message people on social media telling them they're invited and will receive benefits like a massive salary and be part of the secret prestige organization. After the initiation, a registration fee of $666, of course, is asked from, I guess. There's various YouTube videos on it, and the whole thing is so ridiculous, I don't know how anyone could fall for it. But lo and behold, my dumbass sister did. She actually transferred the $666, but the bank stopped the transfer, detecting it was fraudulent. She told us how she was joining the Illuminati and needed our help, which is how we found out about it. By the way, she's not a child. She's 21. I was talking to my brother and I said something like, I've seen videos of these on YouTube. I couldn't believe that there are people this fucking stupid to fall for it. It's horrifying that someone related to us is so stupid enough to fall for this. What a dumbass. My sister overheard it and started crying and went to our mom. Parents said I need to apologize, and I said no. What she did was the dumbest thing I've ever seen anyone ever fucking do, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. Who does that? This scam was even more obvious than the Nigerian prince one. Most of my family is saying I'm the asshole for that, but fuck that. We shouldn't be comforting my sister. We should be shaming her and letting her know what she did was so fucking stupid. Am I the asshole here?
I feel like an asshole for liking this person. That is the funniest thing I think we've ever read.
I mean, I'm fucking flabbergasted that this guy went to Reddit for that. I mean, you know what? You want the answer? Yeah, he kind of is.
Really? I don't think he's that. So she's fucking stupid.
Okay, but stupidity's not a crime. You know, like you don't get locked up for being stupid. You can get locked up for being stupid things.
You should, but
you know, it's not her fault. She's stupid. And okay, I mean, come on now. I'm sure she's not like in her mid 30s with an MBA. You know,
no, she's 21.
Right? That's what I'm saying. You know, she probably thought it was legit. Now, I'm just saying. Yes, I would look up the Illuminati like online. Like most people that know, that's like supposedly like a secret Jewish organization. So if these people are like from like fucking Kansas, there's probably no Jews there anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, give me, you know. But
so if Josh would join it, you wouldn't call him stupid?
No, I wouldn't. It was my brother. I mean,
I would call Brian's all kind of stupid.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, I would feel kind of bad, especially if that amount was a significant amount to her, you know, and she really did it because she thought she was going to be bettering herself or her life. Maybe she thought she'd be putting more money into her family's pockets. You never know. I mean, so that's why I'm saying, you know, it's one thing to laugh at a comedy. It's another thing to kick someone when they're down, right? And that's what that is. It's funny, and the way he wrote it is funny, and I agree. Like, who's that stupid? But there's dumber people out there.
Right.
Okay.
Dumber people. That's right.
It is okay. I mean, it is time for me to share my own experience.
Okay. Oh,
because I kind of sympathize. So
you joined Illuminati too.
A long time ago, we had this old couch that I needed to get rid of. It was in one of our older offices, and it didn't match anything. And it was like a leather couch. It was kind of nice, but you know, I don't know. And honestly, I didn't want to like schlep it anywhere. I didn't have a truck. I'm not going to go rent a truck for a fucking couch. I just didn't care.
Right.
So I put it on eBay or something, like no reserve, just anything. Somebody bid $100. I'm like, great. So the guy emails me the next day. Hey, I won the bid on your couch. We're in North Carolina. I'm going to send you the money for the shipping or something. And then I want you to send it back to me. And then, oh no. Then they sent me like $100 for shipping. And then like, oh, I need you to resend that to somebody else because they're the ones that are going to pick it up for us. We're not going to have it shipped. They're going to drive. So this is for the driver. It all seemed fair. And like, I went to like the Western Union or whatever, like send the money. And the guy like stops. He goes, dude, you know what you're about to do? Like, I'm going to pay this guy to pick up my, he's like, no, this is a scam. This has been going on.
Eric, oh my God.
So I didn't send it.
The guy at the Western Union actually.
It was online, I should say. It was like Western Union.
Really?
So they stopped it. Yeah. And they're like, no, you need to verify this. And like, okay. So then when I reached out to like the alleged, you know, couch buyer, I'm like, I need this info and this info. And then like they ghosted me after that. Like they just stopped. Yeah. Okay. I get it. In the end, I think I just gave the couch away to somebody and whatever. But yeah, but my point is,
kept it. We don't have a couch here.
Well, we don't need one here. But the layout here is different. But the bigger point I'm making is that even fairly smart, educated lawyers, you know, can get sucked into these if they look legit enough. And they do. They these are like vultures, you know. They circle and wait for these posts, you know.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
100%. Yeah. So I mean, just to answer this one quickly, I actually feel kind of bad for this sister, and I do think he was a bit of an asshole for rubbing her face in it that hard.
Yes, he should have been nicer, but it was a pretty amusing post.
Tough shit. I think she's stupid.
And there she is, folks.
You know, I really think that high schools should have courses for scams and financial literacy.
High schools need to teach a lot more. I've learned more on TikTok than I did in high school.
Exactly. So we are really failing our youth. and they're not learning what the things that they need to survive in this crazy world.
They know how to work an iPad though at 3 years old.
That's a good point.
I gotta scam credit. That's kind of a brilliant scam because the kind of person who's gonna believe in the Illuminati is the kind of person that
that's actually a good point. That's maybe a conspiracy theorist or somebody that might buy into this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually I didn't think about that angle of it, but that's an interesting point. That's more targeted, maybe.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one.
All right.
FBI agent called about a car accident.
Hold on. Did you catch that little laugh like right before? Like this one, you could tell like Karina's completely entertained by this post, and she couldn't even start without like see.
This is a good one.
FBI agent called about a car accident. Is this a scam? Because why would you think the FBI is calling about a car accident? I got into a car accident driving on the highway a few months ago. The person hit my car, but no one got injured and everyone drove off. I'll be honest, I acted stupid on letting the person drive off, even though I was not at fault. I received a call from a man claiming to be an FBI agent asking me questions about the car accident I was involved in. He asked to talk tomorrow, but I'm concerned that this is a scam. Has this ever happened to anyone else? What would you do if you were me?
Dude, really?
I know.
Can't say that's happened to me.
I can't say it's happened to me, but if the FBI ever called me, I'd be very intrigued. I'd be like, one.
Well, let me help this. If this Reddit poster happens to be a listener, generally speaking, the FBI does not involve themselves in routine traffic accidents of any kind. Okay, I mean, look, you could literally be carrying 10 bricks of coke in your car. And it's still going to be handled by local law enforcement unless you were like crossing state lines or trafficking women or something at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But a fender bender that everybody drove away from with no injuries.
That's not what they're worried about.
No, the FBI, they have bigger fish to fry in this one. I appreciate the fact that they're concerned and they want to take it to Reddit to find out.
But why would the FBI call me?
They won't. That's my point. You know how many phone calls I got? Like, please stay on the line. The U.S. Postal Inspector wants to talk to you.
I've got calls that the IRS wants to talk to me.
Yes.
Why the fuck would the IRS want to talk to me?
I know. It's yes, but the unfortunate reality is, especially with the older generation,
they think it's true.
They do. Yeah. They're just unsure. Mm-hmm. They get nervous. They're still used to doing things by phone. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's much more common for that to receive phone calls. For us,
I know.
We're the email digital age. Like most people I know at this point don't even have home phones anymore. You're like, who needs one?
Phone? Oh.
My ex still does.
I was like, do you have one?
Yeah, I know.
He said most people don't even have one anymore. And I was like, sissy?
I know. I don't know. There's no reason. I mean, you do everything on your cell phone. So, so I don't know. You rest assured that chances are, I'm pretty confident.
Not the FBI.
Yeah, I don't care what state you're in. Yeah. I'm pretty comfortable with this answer. So,
okay, next one. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my cousin money after she got scammed?
It depends on the scam.
I, 37 female, haven't seen my cousin Kay, 45 female, in over a year. This is a grown woman. She's 45, okay? I've only texted her a few times since then.
Well, cousin of the year, right?
Right.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I've went years without talking to my cousins.
Yeah, how often you talk to your cousins? Right.
Which ones?
Awfully judgy.
I got hundreds of them. Depends.
That's what I'm saying.
The ones I care about, I talk to all the time.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, Kay texted me asking for my current email under the pretense that her mom, with whom she's been living with the past 2 years, is surprising her with a Christmas party.
Oh, the 45-year-old lives with the mom? Mm-hmm. Okay. And the mom's throwing her 45-year-old daughter a surprise Christmas party? Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, that's what she said.
They're going to have like fucking Lego sets or whatever. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, it already feels like she deserves to be scammed. But okay, go ahead.
So she sends the email, whatever. She said, a minute later, I received an email from my auntie that was sent to 10 friends and family members as well, and Kay, detailing how Kayla got defrauded of $3,600. Summary below, and demanded, that was the key word here, that we donate cash so that she can recoup her hard-earned money, and to send checks directly to their house. An hour later, Kay resent the email in case we didn't receive it the first time that her mom had sent it.
It's very thoughtful. Okay.
The next day, which was yesterday, my auntie emailed us shaming us for not giving her the money to recover the lost funds. I don't mind gifting her a small amount for Christmas, though we don't even normally exchange gifts, if she would have been honest, especially if it's an emergency, but she didn't, and it's not. To demand it as though she's an entitled person upsets me. Am I the asshole for ignoring her request to a money gift? The rest of the family is giving her money, and I'm the only one that's not. What do you think, Jen?
You should never feel pressured.
Sorry.
What?
I just want to say that literally the first person answering this question would rather lose a finger than give money to someone. Sorry. But go ahead.
First of all,
Here it comes. Go ahead.
That's not fair. I am happy to give money to people if, it's really warranted.
Right.
If they really need it.
And if you didn't lie about it being a Christmas party invite?
Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing, that would piss me off too.
Honestly, I would think I'm getting scammed again.
Yeah, you're right. It seems like a scam.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought of that for a second. Like, I wonder if this whole thing is like part of the scam.
No, like her family is like, no, you have to donate to her. Poor Kayla. She still lives with her mommy and she doesn't have any money.
Well, I'll tell you what. So, I don't think that younger cousin is the asshole. Okay. I don't think Kayla's the asshole either for asking.
No.
I just think it was worth a shot. Right?
I think the mom's the asshole.
Yeah. I mean, maybe for like coming like down on people like,
yeah,
my daughter sent y'all an email an hour ago and you didn't respond yet. Like, come on, get that fucking checkbook out.
Yeah, that's the messed up part.
Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah. Like, you can't pressure people.
Demanding like
that. Right. It's one thing to say, listen, guys, I'm embarrassed or my family, but this happened. Yeah. You know my circumstances. This is a lot to me. Could you all help? I would appreciate it. Holidays are coming up. That's one thing. Yeah. Right. But to be like, yo, I got scammed out at $3,600 and I expect all of you to make up. You know what I would do? Like, I wouldn't send like an email like with the I'd send like a middle finger emoji.
I would send them $1. Hope this helps.
Wow. Wow.
Honestly, in the Zelle thing, best wishes.
I swear, I honestly think that's more savage than like the middle finger emoji. That's fucked up.
I sent money. I mean,
she got $1 from enough people.
Exactly.
Oh my God! So 3,600 people are going to send her $1 each. I mean, it's going to cost more in Zelle fees to send it than it is to like But okay, that's so. I know. Long story short. I don't necessarily think she's an asshole for trying to reach out and ask her family. I think she's an asshole in the way she did it.
Yeah.
And then trying to apply it like social pressure, to people. Because the next thing would be like, hey, cousin Jane and Amanda, cousin Ricky sent me. How come you didn't? Like, and Ricky's just as fucking broke as you got, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So But, and by the way, before we go on to the next one, I'm just going to call foul. Jennifer is never happy giving money. Even if it's a good cause, she'll do it. Right, but
that's not true.
I know. I'm making that up.
Her voice going up means you're going to talk about it later in the car.
You're right. I
know. Karina is very correct on that
one. Okay, next one. Title is "Am I Getting Scammed?"
Wait, he has to ask because if you don't know. Chances are you got scammed.
Well, he's stupid. He's stupid.
Another one. Okay, this is the stupidity scams. All right.
Last night, I was on a dating site. I got liked by a girl that says she was 19. Like an idiot, I gave her my number, and then she started texting me. She started asking me where I'm from and how old I was. And then she sends me an explicit video and tells me that she's going to be 18 in a few days and asks how big my tool is. I tell her, and she asks for a picture. Fast forward to today, I get a call from a local police station supposedly, saying that I solicited a minor and that she attempted to commit suicide and the father isn't going to press charges but wants to talk to me. A few minutes later, the father calls and tries to get me to pay for some kind of suicide prevention class and if I can't pay that right now, he's going to press charges. Am I getting scammed? Should I pay for this class or is this just a common scam?
Definitely a scam. Definitely. Yeah.
What do you think, Eric?
100%. I mean, look, I understand the male ego likes to think that there's something special to everybody. Mm-hmm. And when you get, somebody swipes you right or left or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, send me your number. Again, I understand the desire to be wanted is strong in young, egotistical, dumb men.
Yeah.
Full of testosterone. And so the idea like, yeah, cool. This chick really likes me. She's, and then like, hey, I'm 19 and here's a video of me.
No, she said she's almost 18 after she sent the video.
Okay, but here's the mistake. It's not even the mistake of watching the video. I mean, he should have just deleted it. The mistake was sending her a picture of his Johnson, of his junk, because you're contributing to kiddie porn.
Yeah.
You literally can be arrested.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, the internet's for fucking ever. Right? Those pictures are going to go someplace. Now, do the cops react that fast? No. Can the cops? No. None of that's true. Suicide prevention classes? No, they're free. There's a hotline. There's all okay. Bullshit. It's definitely a scam. But for fuck's sake, be smarter. Don't send pictures of your junk to people you don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, even people you do know, it comes back to bite people.
Yeah.
You know, like Congressman Anthony Weiner. And it's no joke. His last name is Weiner.
I know. Yeah.
But literally was like caught sexting with his mistress and that was consensual, but the shit just has a way of coming out. Mm-hmm. You know, do yourself a favor. Just
everything done in the dark will come to the light.
I know. Just go, use a fucking website. You know, go rent a porno, whatever. You don't need to send pictures of yourself, and vice versa. That's a bad mistake.
Yeah, I understand that the male mind especially wants to think that women want pictures of them, but really no woman, even the woman you love, wants to see a picture of your ding-a-ling.
Exactly. No, I know this. The unsolicited pictures are always so crazy. Like, why do they think that? I have no idea. But
yeah, it's just. Although I really do feel for this person because I remember like during the pandemic I was watching like crime TV and there is a case where this happened to a person and the person committed suicide because they couldn't handle the repercussions of. They thought they were going to jail. They thought their life was going to be ruined. I mean, some of these scams really, really rock people.
I was going to tell a story, but I don't think I can. It wasn't, but I don't know what's the limitation on what you can share.
Don't hold back, girl. You know, shit.
Shut down.
It didn't have anything to do with scams, but it reminded me of that story when I was in high school. There was a guy there, and I think his like news got leaked or something like that, and he literally tried to kill himself online, and it didn't work.
This is funny.
And then he had to show up. Wait, but then he had to show up to school the next day. And it was just think about it. He tried to failed at killing himself, and then had to show up. That's so embarrassing.
I don't know what to say. I just
no, but
I'm watching you literally like crack yourself up.
It was funnier in the moment because it's like everyone was.
Yeah, there's nothing funnier, right, than a guy that like his fucking nudes leak. Then he tries to commit suicide and fails, and then has to show. Like,
no, but it wasn't like a real attempt. Like he took like 3 Advil.
What a side splitter that is.
He took like 3. Yeah, it was like an attention grab. Like he took like 3 Advils on live and said that he was going to end it all. And that's why I'm saying like it was so funny to me because you know it's like people will act like they're so distraught over something like that. It's not that serious.
Yeah, nothing funnier than someone reaching out for help. Just
Then he really was distraught. I'm sure the next day.
When
he had to show up the next day.
Can I tell you? You know who Karina is? Karina is the girl that, as she's driving in the rain and sees like her high school friend standing on a corner waiting for a bus, shivering, will move into the lane just to splash the fucking water on her.
Not a friend.
And whatever, and drive off. Yeah.
Not a friend.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
As long as it's like not a bestie. But it's like someone you knew, you'd be like, fuck it, I'm busy. I'm late. And you just spray them. Like, that's what you get for standing outside in the rain. That's our co-host, everyone. That's Karina. See how she's envisioning herself doing it because we had rain last week. And see? Yeah. Oh, my God. I wish this were visual right now. She's so giddy over this. Wow.
Me laughing. No, everyone around me knows that, like, if I'm, like, driving and if I see someone, I'll be like, how many points do you think I'll get for hitting them? So that's what it reminds me.
Oh, I see that.
Exactly. Old people, you get double the points.
Oh, my God. Maybe it's a woman thing.
And if they're motorcycles, it's like going bowling.
We went bowling yesterday.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't that fun.
You lost, huh?
No.
Oh.
No, he actually won.
Bowling's fun.
No,
it's
expensive.
It is. No.
Oh my God! It was literally $99 for 2 games.
Yeah.
3 people. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
And then if you want food, it's on top of that. It's awesome.
We went to eat somewhere first.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's overpriced there.
Mid as fuck. I know, and it was actually mid. And this was another good case of like fucking TikTok got me because I've seen this restaurant advertised like 5 times on TikTok. All these people. It's called AviQ, and it's supposed to be this Wagyu beef, like Middle Eastern shawarma. It's supposed to be like really good, and it's like that's all they serve, like this shawarma with Wagyu beef. And okay, and I've seen like 5 different influencers like talk this place. I'm like, fuck, we got to go there. we went there. We ordered. So first of all, lunch for 3 people. And by the way, they're just like half pita sandwiches. These aren't even big. Like $90 after tax.
Jeez.
I know. Okay, put that aside. The French fries were, I'd say, 7 out of 10. The actual meat was like 6, right? Like kind of just like a little bit above mid, but not great. Nowhere near worth the almost $100.
So you'd rather get the sandwiches we got last time?
Yes, but I'm just pointing out, literally, lunch and bowling combined was almost a $200 day. That's where we are, inflation-wise and all that. So, not to detract this, because I'm sure we've got some other sucker scam stories, but now that you mentioned,
kind of scam these like TikTok influencers who get you to spend your money on.
I stopped listening to influencers, and when I see something that I'm interested in, I just go and search that and go for the video with the least amount of views and likes, because I'm like, they're telling the truth. They have no reason to lie. They don't even have viewers. They have no reason to lie. So I'm gonna watch that one. That's the one. Anytime I'm like looking for like a makeup product and like that, I will go to the person who has like 3 followers and I'm like, yep, this is the one I'm gonna believe. So, all right, but let's get back to it. You're gonna laugh at this one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for asking my ex to cover money that I lost in a Taylor Swift ticket scam? I, 44 female, share 2 daughters with my ex-husband, Sam, 46 male. One of our daughters, Amy, 13 female, is a big Swiftie. Like everyone else, I've been trying to get tickets to for Amy to go to the Eras tour. The other day, Sam messaged Amy to say that his current wife, Liz, has a friend on Facebook who was selling tickets. Amy called me very excited, asking if we could buy the tickets. I was in the beginning a little upset that he went straight to her instead of me before seeing if I could afford them. But I asked Amy to check where Liz had seen the tickets for sale because I know there had been a lot of scams. Amy messaged Sam and he said that it was all good because the seller wasn't a random. He assured me that it was fine because it was a friend of Liz's from uni who she knew well. Okay then. Liz introduced me to the seller via Facebook Messenger and I sent the seller $1,200 by bank transfer. I also booked flights for the show. Now here's where I was admittedly a bit silly. The seller contacted me again and said I needed to transfer her another $400, which should have been a red flag, but I did it because I thought this was someone Liz and Sam knew personally. Well, it was a scam. Someone had cloned Liz's friend's Facebook account. I later found out that Liz had seen the original post on a Facebook moms group and not posted to her friend's personal page, who she had connected to for years. This is really frustrating because I'd explicitly said that these types of scams were happening. Luckily, I was able to get a full refund on the flights and my bank automatically put a hold on the $1,200 because it was a large transfer, so I couldn't stop that. But the bank said the additional $400 would not be refunded to my account. I messaged Sam explaining that in the end, I lost $400 and asked that since I was acting on the information from him that it was legitimate, I was wondering if he would compensate me for the loss. He replied with, I don't think so. I know you got scammed and that's unfortunate, but all we did was put you in touch with someone we thought had tickets. I'm pretty annoyed that he's acting like he had no role in this loss, but maybe I'm being unreasonable since I should have been more careful. Am I the asshole here?
I think she's justified.
No. Honestly.
He was the one who told her about it in the first place.
No, for
But she was going on his intel.
For fuck's sake.
No, honestly, this was her fault. One, why didn't she go check to make sure or anything like that? 2, this might even have been, the new wife's plan all along. Because
that's kind of devious to think. I just don't think that you can hold them liable because all they did was say, especially if it was a cloned account. Mm-hmm. It'd be one thing if this was somebody they didn't think they knew, or they're like, hey, somebody here says they're selling tickets, go.
Yeah.
But if the account was hacked or cloned and they didn't know that, and it's legitimately is a person that they trusted, they can't be responsible if somebody else hacked that other person's account or cloned it or whatever. Now, there's a different answer if you're asking what would Eric do, right? I would feel kind of bad because I know it would hurt my daughter, right? She wanted to go. So I might reimburse or I might give the money to my daughter.
Yeah.
Or something like, look, I'm sorry this didn't work out, but here, go buy a poster or whatever. I don't know. And depending on, I'm just saying, and then depending on my relationship with my ex, maybe I would, because I just feel kind of bad, especially if I thought she was struggling or I had moved on and she didn't. But it's all relative, right? Yeah. But that's what would Eric do? The question is
am I the asshole for asking for the money back?
Kinda.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah.
I think. Well, I guess if the ex was a decent person, then he would have just offered it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? There's a difference between what
I would feel bad if I hooked someone up with a bad.
No, I mean, he definitely said he felt bad, and it's unfortunate. He just felt like all he really did was connect to the seller.
He didn't feel bad enough to part with his money to help her.
But I mean, Honestly, she take the win. She got the 1,200.
Yeah,
back.
I
She
mean,
got the whole
it could have been a lot
$1,200
worse,
back,
right?
probably.
So, I mean, the extent of the loss might have something to do with it, but that's also why, if you're asking what would Eric do, we're talking about $400 versus a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just to keep the peace, and again, it's my child's mother. They're likely have to co-parent. There's a stepmom now.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Sometimes it's worth spending a little bit just to keep the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I not everybody thinks that way, but I do all the time, and maybe that's a fault of mine. But I honestly, I just think like, okay, I just whatever. It's not enough to make me upset, and if this clearly this means more to her than it does to him. Although in this case, maybe not. But I'm just saying, like, that's how I would think. Like, just I'd rather just not have to deal with it or hear it the back and forth. And here you go. Plus, not to be a jerk, but manipulative Eric would be like, well, let me do this so that my daughter thinks I'm a better guy than like her mom, right? But but not saying that that's the primary factor, but that's like an ancillary benefit. You get to look good to your child.
All right, next one. It's a little dark, but
you don't say.
No, not
compared to Taylor Swift.
I know. I mean, the worst part is she's like giving us the forewarning. This is a little dark, but she's like fucking laughing herself like crazy.
I'm not laughing.
She's holding.
You made me laugh.
No, she's like holding her laughter in about how dark and sad this is.
No.
Okay.
That's when I felt bad.
I can tell. All right, go ahead. Just the way she's saying it, even like, like I feel bad, like better you than me, fucker. But all right, okay.
No.
All right, go ahead. All right, now I feel bad. Now if it's really bad, I'm gonna feel bad for you.
Dad's suicide after you got scammed online.
Oh.
That's why I said I wasn't laughing.
Oh, Karina.
I wasn't laughing.
Don't I feel like the asshole now?
My dad was on a dating site. I believe it was Plenty of Fish. First of all, that's why. But he began to talk with this lady, and right away there was warning signs. I tried to convince him that she was a scam, but he was in love. This lady played mind games with my dad, and she would keep him up all night. He told her that he was depressed and that she just kept egging him on. A while went on, and she started asking for money so she could come visit him. My dad, being the hopeless romantic, sent her money. Lots of it. Like over 200,000.
Oh my
Exactly.
Oh no.
She kept promising to visit, but it never happened. It was never going to happen. My dad told her that he was going to kill himself, and he did. And in his death note, he wrote about her. He gave her his last penny. This lady literally killed my dad. I texted her after my dad's death and agreed to pay me back. And since she had ghosted me, I just wanted to know if I could do anything. If she even is traceable. I hate that people can scam the lonely elderly. I haven't been able to process this part of my dad's death until now. I'm so angry. But I want to know, is there any way I could actually track this lady down to get my dad's money back?
Oh, that's horrible. That's really sad.
But honestly, why did no one stop this old man from doing 20,000?
Did you say how much money?
20,000. Over 20,000.
Oh, 20,000.
I thought you said 200,000.
No. Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No, 20,000.
Well, it's still even 20 G's is a lot of money because everything's relative, right? 20,000 to him might be 200,000 to somebody else.
I also feel like he's not that elder because I feel like once people get like elder, someone's looking at their accounts. I'm like,
well, he could be in his late 50s, early 60s. He could be using these dating sites for the first time. He might be a widower himself.
Honestly, though, she should have been more careful on her dad.
Well, I can't. You know what?
It's hard to micromanage.
It is, and
parent to that extent.
I have an older parent who's still alive, and he's not going to listen to what I tell him to do. You know, he's pretty set in his ways. I'll say this: there probably is a way to track down who that user is. You could try to see where but first you start with where the money was sent to whom. Was it by Zelle or was it wire to wire? You can get an investigator. Yeah. I would do it to try to bring her to justice. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that online, like cyberbullying cases where a victim commits suicide, the parents or that person can be charged with murder or manslaughter. Yeah. So,
well, technically, she wouldn't really count, would it? She didn't make him kill himself.
Nobody makes you, but if there's sufficient pressure. If this person is basically saying, if you don't send me more, I'm never going to speak to you again. I'm going to cut you off, right? And I'm going to dump you. And this person believes they're in love. And this person is like committing himself. And, there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of district attorney offices that would take a case like that. Yeah. I would absolutely, what would Eric do? Eric, I hate to say it. If you have any resources at all, hire a firm or a company, trace where that money went and go bust that bitch.
Yeah, I would too, honestly.
It may even be some like 28-year-old man.
Honestly,
pretending.
It might not even be this lady. It's probably one of the Indian men that
or these scammers. And that's what you got to find.
Yeah,
and I hate to say it, because if that's the case and they're international, there's probably nothing that can be done.
Yeah.
So the first step is to trace where the money went and see if you can route it out, through your banks or through an investigative service. And but that's a terrible, terrible
So I
outcome.
put it in the middle so we could continue with the rest of the story.
Thanks. And, let me see if I can see how I recover from this.
Well, I added a funny one at the end that had nothing to do with this. Would you like me to read it so you can laugh?
No. Let's just move on. We're gonna have to record a few extra things this week anyway to get back on track. So
okay, next one. Am I the asshole for getting upset at my husband for getting scammed? So my husband and I met for lunch, and he got a phone call from a number that he didn't recognize, and he answered it. Anyways, he says it's our bank calling, and our account has had fraudulent activity. My husband starts giving out his name, his address, his zip code. I vaguely remember the bank calling us before about fraud stuff, but I don't remember all those details being necessary. I whisper to him, sounds like a scam to me, and he ignores me and continues on. When he keeps telling them stuff, I tell him to stop and to not give them his PIN, because a real bank wouldn't never ask him for the PIN. He keeps ignoring me, but he says something about how they're just trying to help and they wouldn't do that to him. I'm waiting, I'm getting hungry, and something in this is getting me more suspicious. He asked if he can use the mobile app to check the fraud activity, and they say no. At that point, I'm super suspicious and want him to hang up. All of a sudden, he's saying his PIN out loud and telling them the code's being sent to the phone, as if the bank would ever ask that. I show him a Google search result that says banks wouldn't ask for your PIN, and he refuses to hang up, saying they need more info to send us a replacement card and how our online account will be inactive for a while. Not suspicious at all, right? I finally mute his phone and tell him to hang up, that it's a scam. Finally, he hangs up, and I compose myself and say, call the actual bank and try to get that card shut off. This takes some time, so we're both hungry. I'm a little peeved that he ignored me and fell for something so obvious. Luckily, I had $20 cash, so I go to have lunch. When we finally sit down, I kind of jab into it a bit and said, what were you thinking? I can't believe you fell for that and ignored me. He gets super flustered and says, don't you think I'm mad enough at myself already? Why do you have to rub it in? So I eat the rest of my meal without saying much to him, and later when we get home from work, I mention how I feel disrespected for him not listening to me. He's super annoyed that I keep bringing it up and says everyone makes mistakes and how I should let it go. I try and make some jokes, but these just make the situation worse. Anyways, am I the asshole for not just letting it go and making it about disrespecting me? Thoughts?
Oh, wow.
Can I ask a quick question? Did the guy ever get to eat lunch?
I don't think that was her problem anymore.
Hunger was clearly a problem in this scenario. Yeah. So she mentioned that like 3 times.
I was going to say, she really kind of made this all about her. I mean, like right then and there.
It was.
Yeah. And it's a little cunty for her to like jab at the guy. I mean, honestly, when people make mistakes like that and they realize it was a mistake, they don't need to be kicked when they're down.
The whole time.
I get it. And okay.
Pissed too.
So, okay, girl power. She was right. He was wrong. Great. Does it change?
He should have paid for his meals.
Does it change anything for him now that that's out of the way? Is she going to feel better about herself only if he admits, okay, dear, you were right, sorry?
Probably not.
Give the fucking guy a break. He fucked up. Everybody makes mistakes. I doubt she's never made a mistake in her life.
Exactly.
I think the reason she was so upset at him because he was so dismissive of her during that whole interaction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what she was upset about it. She was ignored. She knew.
No, I understand. So this really isn't about a scam. It's about her like fucking fragile wifey ego.
It's not her fault. Her husband's stupid.
No, it's not her. Okay, you know what? Let me respond to that by saying,
she married him.
That's who.
Okay, if she had any riz at all, he would stop and listen to her.
Okay.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Thank
you.
Obviously, he don't fuck with her like that.
That's right. Okay, but I'm just saying. I mean, the guy clearly felt bad. And then, by the way, she takes her cash, goes like fucking McDonald's or whatever, gets herself lunch, eats it in front of this guy, who now is freaking out like he might have just fucked up all their accounts and everything. Okay, that's fucked up. That's not, I feel bad for the guy.
Oh.
Do you know what? She's the asshole for that. Yes.
I don't think she's the
She made it all about herself.
She's being a little assholeish, but I get it, honestly. When you dismiss someone like that over and over and over, you get angry.
Okay. I'm going to make an observation based on this that maybe you guys aren't seeing. There's a reason he's got access to the mobile app and she doesn't. Okay. He clearly controls the money. He's the breadwinner.
They didn't say that she didn't have access.
You could tell. Okay. Otherwise she could have looked it up on her own phone. Right?
True.
Okay.
He probably controls the money, but he probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, he's clearly the breadwinner. This is just another entitled, spoiled Karen who, I know better than he does, and he should listen to me and all the time.
Exactly.
Maybe. Okay. So, like I always say, the sun shines on a dog's ass even sometimes. So maybe she was
Uh-huh.
right this time.
Uh-huh.
But we don't know how many times she thought she was right and she wasn't.
Better safe than
Okay?
sorry.
There's a reason why he's ignoring her ass. And the reason is because she probably does this all the fucking time about stuff. And she's 99% of the time fucking wrong. That's why he's like, okay, shut up. And he's just like mutes her.
Okay.
Someone's getting a little triggered here.
No, I'm just saying, look.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little triggering because when it came to like me and my ex, I was always right too. Okay, I know. I'm just saying,
Okay.
it sounds more like this is an ego problem, not really a guy got scammed problem, especially if he was able to like shut off his debit card or whatever. Okay, yes, he fucked up. Some of these calls feel legit. They seem real. I get it. She's like, buddy, hang up. Don't do this to us. Hang up. At the same time, when she realized that she wasn't getting her way, she just abandoned this guy. Fuck it. My husband for how many years? I don't give a shit. Mama's hungry. Mama's going to get something to eat. And I'm going to watch you,
I get her,
you know.
She was hungry and he was being stupid.
I'm just saying, I'm going to watch you tread water.
Yeah, it's not more than she wasn't getting her way. He wasn't listening to her at all.
I'm just saying that I bet there's a bigger reason why he doesn't listen to her that we're just not aware of. That's not typical behavior. No. Or maybe she's a conniving, controlling, manipulative cunt and he got tired of her always like, quote, being right. And the fact that she happened to be right this one fucking time, right? And then she goes to Reddit to basically like, you know.
I feel like she was right to be mad though.
Whatever.
I would have been mad.
Exactly. I would have been pissed because you just locked our account so I only had $20 on me.
You know what I would have done?
I only had lunch.
I
don't
would
even have enough for dinner anymore.
Fuck that. I would have figured out, I would have gone to like my cousin or whatever. I'd have borrowed like $100. I'd have gotten myself a fucking tomahawk ribeye and sat down and ate it right in front of her and not share, or her favorite thing, like whatever her fucking favorite meal is.
So after you got scammed and your bank account had to now be closed, you're going to go and ask for more money that
like from a friend or a cousin just to show her.
Now we owe people money too.
Anyway, I would have spent my own for my own dinner. So what's the difference?
Okay, next one.
All right.
Help! I'm being sued for child support, but I'm a virgin.
What?
Okay.
I am a broke 23-year-old college senior who hasn't even kissed anyone yet. I received some paperwork in the mail months ago saying I had a child in 2023 from a woman that I've never met in a city that I've never been to.
Okay. Before you finish, I just need to interject something really quick. The fact that he's openly admitting on Reddit that he's 23 and in college and never kissed anybody, he deserves whatever scam happens to him at this point. Sorry. I mean, even if it's true, don't fucking admit that to the world, pal.
Exactly. He hasn't even kissed anyone yet.
I'm just saying, okay. Yeah, he has, like his pillow, right? That poster of, you know, whoever's,
his laptop.
Like Zendaya, whatever. Like, yeah, whatever fucking her name is.
Why do I feel like there's like 100 people that are like DMing this guy to fix him up?
I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay, so he thought the papers might be a scam, so he ignored it. But now they sent him new ones to his new address again last week. I'm not sure if the papers are legit or not since I don't really have experience with this. The papers have a CSE case number and a court case number. Do I have to go to court? If it's real, can I just countersue for wasting my time? This is in California. I'm still not completely sure if this is a scam or not, but what would you do in this situation?
Oh, do you guys want to take this one first?
Wait. I'm assuming it's not an actual court document.
I'm assuming it's fake. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But one, he could have looked at the case number and see what the fuck was going on.
Like male Jesus or something, you know.
Well, let me tell you guys a true story of a client we had. His name was Adrian Hernandez. Adrian Hernandez was a client of the firm. I can't say why he was a client or what for. But he got something similar in the mail because a woman had a relationship with somebody named Adrian Hernandez.
Oh, they had the same name.
And there were fucking hundreds of Adrian Hernandezes in Los Angeles County. And it was just a mistaken identity case. He took a DNA test. He was cleared, and that was the end of it. But these kinds of things do happen, especially if they're common last names. The district attorney may not know specifically the address of the father, and they have to try to find him. So they send you this information, and then they expect you to show up and be like, no, that's not me. Now, does he need to get into all the detail about how he's never even touched a woman or kissed one? No. Save your keep whatever's left of your pride. Okay, but
you don't disclose that.
Yeah, maybe delete the post.
But you can check and see if it's a legit case. You can go to your county district attorney. Usually it's the district attorney's office that is in charge of delinquent or unpaid child support issues or obligations. Confirm it's a real case. Tell them this must be mistaken identity, that you will submit to a DNA test. And
don't tell them you're a virgin.
Yeah, I mean, don't tell you could. Well, here's the thing: you can say that, but they're not going to believe it.
And they'll just make fun of you.
Well, yeah, it's certainly when he leaves, especially a 23-year-old college student. Like, for fuck's sake, pal. That's number one. So that's what would Eric do? Eric would just, okay. What else Eric would do? Eric would just go get a fucking hooker. You're 23 years old, pal. Okay, just for anything, please. Just get yourself laid.
Yeah.
You know what? Trust me, it's 5 or 10 minutes out of your life, but
5 or 10 minutes.
If it's been his first time,
I mean, it may not even
30 seconds.
I was going to say, right. It may not even go that long, but at the very least, you never have to write on Reddit again that you're a virgin. You may still never kiss a girl because hookers don't kiss usually, right? Go back to that movie Pretty Woman. That's one of the rules, right? Julia Roberts said we don't kiss on the lips.
But
right. Yep. But otherwise, I mean, for crying out loud, pal, go get a Hummer, something. Just get yourself right. At the very least, just have self pride. I did it.
Okay, last one for our scam stories, and then I have a palate cleanser just to make us laugh.
Okay.
I thought it was a crazy story, but next one. Am I the asshole for telling my cousin's fiance that he scammed me in order to buy her a diamond ring, which resulted in the end of the relationship? 4 days ago, I received a call from my cousin, Charles. He asked if he could borrow some amount because his girlfriend's dog got into an accident and is in dire need of immediate surgery. I'm a dog lover, and Charles sounded really panicked, so I got convinced easily. I lent him the $200, and that amount is no joke because I have to work 5 days in order to earn that. Then, yes.
He makes, hold on. Sorry. He makes $40 a day?
Apparently.
8 hours a day, that's $5 an hour.
Apparently.
It's not possible. I mean, not a real job. If he's paid under the table, like to be a fucking babysitter or something.
Okay, the person doesn't have a lot of money.
Okay, I get it.
But
that's all I have to say. Look, there's nothing to be ashamed about or embarrassing if you say, look, $200 is a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
But for fuck's sake, do your math, pal. If it takes you 5 days to earn $200, you're making $40
Maybe he's off like 2 of the days in between those 5 days.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's $40 a day. That's $5 an hour. Okay, no, there's no fucking state in the union that pays. I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Okay, all right, Reddit.
Well, yesterday I met his fiance at the mall when I was buying a new phone. He has money.
Right, I was just saying, buy the fuck.
So
well, hold on.
Okay, that makes me
hold on. You get free upgrade deals all the time.
Yeah.
They just add to your monthly service.
That's true.
But still, clearly he can afford the extra $30 a month for the phone. Right? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Unless it's an Obama phone.
That's true.
Because those are free.
Those are free. Well, they don't give us at the mall though.
That's true.
Yeah,
they don't.
So no.
Okay, fair.
My first thought was to ask her how her dog is, but then I noticed that she's carrying the dog with her. The dog looks healthy, which left me confused. So I asked her about the accident, and even she was confused as well. But she changed the topic right away by flexing her diamond ring. Apparently, Charles proposed to her 4 days ago. She said it was too sudden. It was all too sudden, and that the day before they had gotten a really big argument because Charles seemed to be evading the talk about marriage. And it made sense to me. There is no dog accident. Rather, Charles made up that story because he was desperate to buy her a ring. I got furious because I hate when people lie to me. So I told his fiance about it, that Charles told me that her dog got in an accident and I lent him the $200 for the operation.
Wait, okay, hold on. Let me just get this. He hates when people lie to him. Mm-hmm. But when he lies to our audience about making $5 an hour and having money for a phone.
That's okay.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I think we should just.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Which he probably used to buy her that diamond ring. She got silent before she just said goodbye.
Are we even going to discuss what a $200 diamond ring looks like?
Maybe you just think that's
a fucking sliver.
He must have done that for multiple people.
Yeah.
We don't know that, but okay, go ahead. Okay. All right.
Earlier today, Charles barged into our home, furious and looking for me. He was mad because I told his fiance that he scammed me, and now she broke up with him for good. He's blaming me for everything, especially since it's not confirmed whether or not he used my money to buy the ring. In my defense, I told him that even if he didn't use my money to buy it, he still lied because the dog didn't get into an accident and there was no surgery. Anyway, my mom sided with him, telling me that I should have at least confronted him first rather than ruining a relationship and Charles' reputation.
She's right, by the way, the mom.
No, she's not.
She is, but not because of those reasons, because Guy Code says
oh my God,
that you go to the guy first, be like, bruh, the fuck did you do? Give me my $200 back. That's what should have happened.
Should have demanded more money.
Yeah.
No, that's girl code. That's girl math.
Exactly.
I gave you $200. Now give me back
Run him
$6.
for his money.
Right?
Run him for his money.
But go ahead. Sorry.
Well, he just ended it with, "It's late, but I can't sleep because I'm still fuming in anger. It's unfair that everyone seems to be blaming me for his breakup. Am I the asshole here?"
I can't blame the guy for being upset.
Yeah,
I would have been really pissed,
exactly.
especially if I had next to nothing.
Well, we know that's a lie. No, he has a phone. But I just think I would be mad that they lied about that. Like, if he gave him the money still, he could have just said, "Hey, I need the money to get a ring. I'll pay you back." Why? What was the need to be like, the dog got in an accident and I need that money because the dog's going to die if we don't get the surgery? Like, there was no need for that.
Yeah, no, that's messed up. And if they had a good relationship to begin with, she wouldn't have just broken up with him.
Exactly.
She would have, there would have been some discussion.
Exactly. All right, Eric, thoughts?
Again, I think that the guy code violation is a problem. No, I'm serious. Okay, if my friend told me some cock and bull story about his dog or her dog and give me $200 and I found out it was a scam, I wouldn't go and ruin his relationship one way or another. I wouldn't give a shit about that. I'd want to know from my friend why he did that to me. Mm-hmm. And I would have confronted him directly. I don't think this is something where I would have gone to her kind of like behind. That's like, I hate to say this. That's a childish bitch move to do. Okay. If you are out $200 and your friend is the one that got you, you know exactly where that friend is. Cousin, friend, whatever. You roll up to cousin's house and be like, "Listen, what's buzzing, cousin? I need my $200 back." Okay, this is all bullshit. I'm just saying, and that's what you do. You don't go to the fucking girlfriend. No.
I would have pressed him in front of the girlfriend, actually.
You would have, and I believe that.
I would have.
This scammer guy is clearly an asshole.
Yeah. All right. But I don't think
he's worthy of Geico.
No.
Because he wouldn't have scammed the guy to begin with. That's already a violation of Geico.
Because he lied. Exactly.
Initially violate Geico.
Because they lied to you. Wouldn't that be against Geico because you got lied to?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, a little bit. Hold on, a little bit. But the whole point is that in the guy code, we just deal with it guy to guy. Like, I'm not going to go to the guy's fiance or whatever. I'm going
to be honest, though. Guys do just...
We just deal with shit and we squash it after that.
They literally can fight and then they'll be like, "All right, we're good now," and they'll be friends right after. It's so weird. Yeah. Exactly. Like, I can't. Okay. Are you ready for this last one? All Again, nothing to do with this. I just wanted to throw it in here.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my brother he cannot stay with me over Christmas if he brings his prosthetic leg?
Oh!
What?
I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh!
No.
Oh, this dude's going to hell.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No. He's not.
Okay. He sure fucking is. But
no. Just hear him out. That's why I threw it in here, because I had to open it.
Okay, all right.
My younger brother has a prosthetic leg, and I think it's creepy as fuck, and I have no idea where he got it from.
It's his younger. He doesn't know where he got it from.
Hold on. I'm reasonably certain that it is something I would rather not know. To be clear here, my brother has 2 perfectly healthy legs still attached to his body.
Okay.
So he just has like a prop?
Uh-huh. He just has this thing he takes with him everywhere. I don't know why, and I don't want to know why. Before you ask, it's probably some weird thing that he has a fetish over. He wanted to stay with me rather than our parents while he's home for the holidays. I said he was welcome to stay as long as he doesn't bring that thing into my house. He said it wasn't a big deal and that he would leave it in his luggage. I agreed on the condition that if I saw it outside of the luggage in my house, that I had the right to destroy it. He backtracked on staying with me and is at our parents' house. Can you believe that the guy's so fucking in love with this leg that he would rather stay with his parents than go in there? But I guess. Where he's miserable. They still treat him like a little boy instead of a guy who's almost 30. He called me again after supper and asked to please stay with me. I said he could as long as we, together, took his leg and put it into a storage unit until he leaves. I got the key and he won't do it. He says that I'm being a bitch for not letting him stay with me. I think he just needs to get therapy or medication or both, or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, dog, cat, hamster, something. Just not a fucking prosthetic leg. Am I the asshole here?
I'm just so curious what the deal is with the leg.
I had to throw it in here, guys. It was just, I had to share this with the class.
That's fascinating.
I will tell you that my freshman year of college at the University of Arizona, one of the brothers in the fraternity I was pledging at the time actually had a prosthetic leg that he carried around. Not always, like not every day, not on campus.
He had his 2 legs.
Yeah, he had both of his legs. He was perfectly healthy. He just had a prosthetic leg, and it was like, you could tell it was made for a kid because it wasn't like super tall. and he, honest to God, used that as a beer stein. Like he would pour his beer into the prosthetic leg and
Oh
he'd
my
drink out of it.
Oh,
That was like his like gimmick, right? That was his thing. So, not that this is the same, because it seems like this guy just has a weird attachment.
Fetish,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
pardon the pun, right? To this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to this prosthetic leg. But seriously, yeah, let me just say this. I have a brother.
Would you let Josh bring that thing to your house?
My brother has his share of quirks. He doesn't carry around somebody else's prosthetic leg, but we live and let live. When you're family, you accept your family for who they are.
You're not bringing that leg into my house.
Hey,
Fuck no.
I'd be like, you know what, fam? You bring whatever you need to, whatever makes your stay more comfortable. And I would just do my best to ignore it. It's not full time. He's not moving in with him forever. It's a fucking visit. Get over yourself. Maybe he has developed some weird, like, confidence attachment to it. Like,
how do you even get that shit?
I don't know.
Does it have to like be like custom made for you and stuff?
You can go to the Renaissance Fair. You can buy peg legs and shit. You can buy pirate peg legs. I mean, we don't know if it's like a medical grade.
This is a GD prosthetic leg.
Oh, I don't know what GD means.
No,
goddamn. I think it means goddamn prosthetic. Because it does. I mean, I don't know that for sure there's like a big medical grade. Because some of these prosthetics cost thousands and thousands of dollars.
Like, he had to pay for that shit.
But I'm just saying, if
what
it's
if he
one of
stole
those,
that from someone who needed it? That'd be worse.
I don't know. It just seems to me that there could be worse things to have a weird attachment to. It's not hurting anyone. You know, he's not using it to like beat people up, right?
We don't know that.
I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like
don't know that.
Right? He's not going like fucking rollerblading with it. Like, you know, he's not playing ice hockey with it. I mean, whatever. So he has a weird fetish or attachment to some fucking prosthetic leg, whatever. You know, live and let live.
I would not. You let them in your house?
well, look, we all.
Sorry, we're back. We had a little bit of a technical glitch.
Yeah.
You know, it's a scam, these internet companies.
That
Yeah,
exactly.
it is.
I don't know if the mic caught that same.
Yeah, because you only have like one, maybe two choices.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and they know you're stuck with them.
All right. So after research, we found out that leg is $120,000.
So I have a feeling that if it's that much, it probably is. Well, anyway, we're gonna wrap up.
Yes.
You know, we're having these little glitches now, but the bottom line is, I mean, I think the brother's a little bit of an asshole for putting those conditions on his other brother or younger brother. You kind of accept your family, live and let live, right? The old saying, you can choose your friends, you can't choose your family.
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you, I've got my share of fucked up cousins out there and relatives. That's maybe why this doesn't shock me. I mean, I'm sure I have cousins and family members.
Yeah, but some things just freak you out.
Yeah.
So my ex had this Charlie McCarthy,
Mm-hmm.
like dummy, you know, like one of those really creepy ones that
Yeah.
you see in horror movies.
Yeah.
That thing had to stay in a box in the garage.
Yeah. See, I'm not fucking with that. No.
Okay,
No.
fine. I'm just saying, the question is whether he's an asshole or not for saying you can't stay with me if you bring it. And I'd be like, yeah, that's kind of an asshole thing, especially if he's coming for a visit, visiting his family, visiting his parents. He wants to stay with his bro.
Let's be honest. The brother has a prosthetic leg with him at all times.
Exactly.
He's creepy, yeah.
Exactly. Imagine hanging out with someone and they just bring their prosthetic leg around and just sit it on the table. What the fuck?
Okay, the question is not, is my brother creepy as fuck?
Okay.
The question is, am I an asshole? It's
Okay.
like, yeah, to me, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like it's a harmless fetish. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't know what he does with the leg.
It might not be harmless. There's someone out here with no leg.
Okay, but
So
I'm
it's,
just
we don't know
it's
where
not that
that leg
harmless.
hopefully that person has insurance and they cover the loss and get him a new one.
All right. Well, let's wrap the episode up then. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate the support. Remember, you can find us at the Bensama Confirm on Instagram, Bensama Confirm on Twitter and TikTok. You can find our website at eblawfirm.us, and you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. But what was it that you wanted them to email you about? The joke? Who was funnier?
Yeah, whose dad joke was funny this week.
Mm-hmm.
But also, just again, quick shout out. We are still actively boycotting insomnia cookies.
Yes, we are.
And today I ordered crumble again.
Yes.
They have a bit of a new lineup.
Yes.
So I'll let everybody know we ordered the old-fashioned donut flavor,
Yes.
milk chocolate chip flavor,
Yes.
strawberry cake flavor,
Mm-hmm.
and brownie batter, which
Yes.
was really good last time. It was
Yeah.
super good. So,
And it's still hashtag fuck insomnia.
right, so crumble, we got a slot open for you.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Hashtag crumble.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We'll see where we get, what we get from there, if anything.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.